Hello, I'm live. Let me see who joins me. Who's in the house? So I'm just going to wait here for a minute. I'm on Facebook Live and seeing if anybody's around. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. I'm going to have a little sip of my tea. So this is my little loose leaf holder. When I got loose leaf tea, it's like the best thing ever. It makes me so happy when I open my cupboard and there's like a whole slew of teas there waiting for me in the jars. It looks so nice and fancy. All right, I'm gonna just start the video, okay? So hi everybody, it's nice to see you, I guess in the future while you're watching this, because right now I'm alone, I'm all by myself on Facebook Live. So let me introduce myself. Oh, there we go. Here comes people. Yay. Hi, welcome. I was waiting for you. So I want to talk about today about what are you tolerating in your life, and feel free to say hi when you guys hop on. I'm happy to say hi back to you, whether you're watching now or the replay. So my name is Blaire. I'm known as the Love Guru. I'm a spiritual teacher, an intuitive heart healer, a psychic, a medium, a dating and relationship expert, and a marriage and family therapist. And I work with high-powered executives, entrepreneurs, and celebrities who experience career success, but their love life is a mess. So if you're single and fed up and frustrated, I teach you how to easily attract the one, and I'm able to clear your love life blocks. And if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy and you're confused, I help you get to the root of exactly what went wrong so that you can fix it or gracefully move on, never having to experience the same pain or the same relationship pattern over again. So if that sounds good to you and you'd like me to help you with your love life, my website is loveguru.net. So today I want to talk about what are you tolerating in your life. So a lot of times, so start thinking, like, what are you tolerating? What are things that are annoying you, frustrating you, pissing you off, all right? Now, a lot of times in the spiritual community, one, we're told sort of to ignore those things and just focus on the positive, which is wrong, which is not a good idea. Well, it's sort of like a good teaching, but it's only like a half a teaching, and it's part of a bigger picture. So that's number one. Number two is that when you are looking to take your life to the next level, and this can be any area of your life. So, let's say your love life. If you are looking to attract a partner or to make the relationship better that you're already in, rather than going into fix-it mode right off the bat. So again, if you're single, a lot of times people will just hurry up and take a lot of action steps, that they'll go out, start, oh, I want to go find somebody, let me go to a bar, let me start socializing more, let me go on Meetup, let me do. Or if you're in a relationship and it's not going so well, oh my God, we have to have sex more often, and oh, we should be having more date nights, or let's have a romantic dinner. And it's whoa, there's a step before that. There's actually probably several steps before that, but today we're talking about tolerating stuff. So the step before that is the internal work. Before you take action, there's always the internal work. So today we're talking about what are you tolerating, and I help you with that internal work. I help you clear that stuff that is preventing you from getting what you want. So if you are going to just take action and go run to, quote, fix the problem, or what you think is fixing the problem, without taking care of the internal stuff, without taking care of the internal baggage, you're going to have a much harder time in fixing whatever you're trying to fix or whatever you're trying to upgrade in your life. You're going to have a much harder time doing that. So the way that I always kind of see it, or at least what Spirit keeps bringing me the visual of today, because Spirit has been working with me a lot. I go through phases that it's okay, well, Blaire, now you have to clear out what you're tolerating. And Spirit was just like reminding me of this last night. And I was just working through some of this stuff last night. And I was like, oh my God, this is such good teachings. And it was like, yeah, this is one of your teachings. Like, remember from back in the day, like, this is something that you used to do. And like, okay, let's now teach a class on it. So by the way, I have an online lunch and learn coming up next Wednesday, which is the 10th. It is from 12 to 12:50 p.m. Eastern. So, and of course you can attend wherever you are, but that's just sort of the lunch and learn time for us in the New York area on the East Coast. And I am going to be taking you through exercises and healing work and spiritual teachings on how to clear whatever is clogging you up, whatever you are tolerating, so that you are free to move forward in your life. So the details about that to sign up are all in the description box. It's just $55. And if you're new to my teachings, the way that I work is, yes, I share spiritual principles. Yes, you're going to be listening and learning stuff, and your mind is going to be shifting. But also the other element to that is my work is very proactive. So what that means is you're going to be getting exercises to do. You're going to get things to do, which are very easy. Your journal is going to be like your best friend, because a lot of it is internal work, although there is physical work too. But you're going to be tapping in to what you're thinking and what's going on in your mind. And like, that is a lot of the internal work of clearing those old thoughts, things that are not supporting you, that are not helping you get to the next level or making it much harder. So if you're coming onto this, you're an action person too. Like, you're a person who is ready to roll up their sleeves and like do these exercises. Like, well, you don't have to, but that's how you're going to get the results. So again, it's not about like you just sitting back and listening and zoning out and like me doing like, oh, I'm doing a healing on you, or like, oh, you're doing some sort of meditation and poof, it's done. Or like it's putting you in the driver's seat of your life, of your love life, of your career, of whatever is going on. Is like, this is how you make it happen. So if that sounds good to you, you're going to like my teachings. If you're not a make it happen person and you're just kind of like want to be complaining and upset about things and don't really want to take any action, my work's not going to be good for you. So just a little PS of how it works. So let's talk about this tolerating a little bit more. When we are younger, and this is a societal way that we are programmed, this is a societal wound, and I talk about a lot of this stuff of breaking you out of the programming that you've had, whether from your parents or your friends or your family, or teachers or media or society. So this is a societal way of programming us, of that you have an experience and you don't like whatever that experience is. So say, for example, you don't like where you live. Well, you just have to deal with it. You just have to tolerate it, because that's all you can afford. You have a certain lease going on, or you bought the place and you have mortgage and you can't just like bail on it, you know, or it's not so easy to sell something. So these are things like that you're tolerating, or you're not making the amount of money that you want to make. Again, you're just kind of tolerating it. Oh, maybe you don't get a review of your job for another 4 months, or maybe if you're running your own business, well, that's how much money you're making. That's all what you can make right now. I mean, I don't really think that's more sort of like the entrepreneur mindset, but I'm just kind of giving examples, because I tend to think and know entrepreneurs that always want more and are always sort of like hustling in a way. I mean, I don't really like that word, but always like sort of wanting more. And so that could be another way of tolerating. It could be another thing that you could be tolerating is like, say if you're single and you don't want to date online, you know, you don't want to go to singles events, you don't want to use dating apps, you don't really like it. It takes a lot of time to go through these things. You know, people don't really look like their profiles, or you take the time to write them and then they don't write you back. And it's just like a lot of flakiness, or maybe people are just looking for hookups. Well, this could be another area that you are tolerating. Or if you are in a relationship and your partner works all the time or doesn't really pay attention to you, or you're not going out on as many dates as you want to, or you're not having such like intimate or sexy time or time to talk or time to hang out. And it's like, well, at least I have the guy, or at least I have the girl, you know, it's better than being single. And you just start tolerating that. So this is what we're going to dive into, because if you are coming from that space, like that's just baggage that you're carrying with you. So it's sort of like trying to change your life while you're like pressing on the accelerator, like if you're driving a car, like you're pressing on the gas, but you're also braking at the same time. Like that journey is going to be hard, you know, like that shit's going to be hard. So why are you making it so hard on yourself? So it's time for like a little spring cleaning in your mind. It's time for a little upgrade for you to make things better for yourself, for you to get into the space of manifesting. Because this is a manifesting workshop. I always call my stuff a workshop because it's very interactive and you're doing the exercises. So this is a lunch and learn, okay? We'll bring it back to the lunch and learn thing. So this is an interactive class where you are receiving healing. Your mind is shifting. The way that you're looking at things are shifting. You're clearing out things that you are tolerating, that things that are not working out for you, things that are draining your energy, because that's what's happening. When you are tolerating things in your life, it adds up. It's like garbage again, that it adds up and it adds up. And it's, hey, guess what? It's garbage day. It's time to unload that shiznit, all right? So that's what we're doing on this class. I'm helping you lighten your load to release these things so that you can get what you want, so you can manifest what you want in a much easier way. Because can you find the one by drudging through all the dating profiles? Well, yeah, you could get there. Is it going to be fun? No. Is it going to be annoying? Yes. Like, is it going to be draining? Yes. Like, is it going to get you someone who you're going to be absolutely crazy in love with? Maybe. I tend to think no, because your journey there is drudgery, not enjoyable. So what makes you think that the destination is going to be enjoyable if you've been drudging along all along? Same thing within a relationship. If you're trying to fix a relationship and you're dragging along all this crap with you of, my partner is a slob and he or she never picks up after himself, or he or she never initiates sex, or he or she is never really around, or he or she never really plans any dates, or he or she never really initiates any sort of romantic time. I'm always the one who's planning stuff. Like, well, so are you going to be able to improve your love life by having all these like grudges and all this like resentment and all this like anger and frustration going on inside your body? Like, are you going to be able to have like a peaceful, wonderful, happy resolution with your partner if you're dragging all this like shit along with you? Because again, that's all garbage. That's all garbage that you're dragging along, trying to fix this, dragging along all this crap that's created by your anger, by your sadness, by your frustration. The answer is no. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you are drudging that shit along, and if you happen to arrive years down the line, because it really does take years down the line to finally get to that destination if you're lugging around that huge load. I need to take a drink. 1 second. I love my tea. So, if you are dragging that all along, well, here's the thing. Would you rather arrive somewhere faster, shorter, a more enjoyable way, like a happier, magical, faster, easier, more enjoyable way, or do you like the struggle? And that is a very real question. That is actually something good that I'm going to leave as a takeaway from this video, is that is something that you can, I'm like not even joking here. Like, this is a real journaling question. Do I want to get somewhere easier, faster, more magically? Or do I like the struggle? Is something inside of me addicted to the struggle? And it might say like, well, Blaire, what the fuck is that question about? That is like so obvious. Everybody's going to say, oh, I want something easier, magical, easy, like faster, like more fun. Yeah, that's why I'm like, this question is no joke, because there are parts of our personalities, and this is with everyone, because this is a societal program, that this is a societal like way of thinking. It's a way of brainwashing that things have to be hard and that we have to struggle in order to get what we want. That is not a spiritual truth. Let that sink in. That is not a spiritual truth. That is not the source of creation. That is not the way we have to create. That is not the way that we do create. Although, if you believe that you have to work hard and struggle, that is how you will create, through struggle, through stress. That is terrible for your body. And it's terrible for your peace of mind and your personality, because you're probably a cranky bitch. Or dick. I mean, I want to include guys in this too. But when you're in that struggle, it makes you really fucking grouchy. It makes me, I'll speak for me, okay? I'm going to take you out of the equation. It makes me really grouchy. When I am tolerating stuff, when I am frustrated with something in my life or several things in my life, when I'm working hard, I'm like, fuck this shit. That's when I'm like starting to like yell and complain to my spirit family, which is who I call like my angels and guides and ascendant masters and archangels and ancestors and fairies and star family and higher vibrational beings, which I work with everybody. So that's who I call my spirit family. And when I'm in the space of being frustrated and being annoyed and tolerating shit and being unhappy, that's when they will hear complaints from Blaire. That's when I'll say, like, this is not fun, and I want it to be fun, and I want it to be easy, because you have to understand, like, this struggle, what should we call it? Like, this struggle input is like the word that they're giving me. Like, this struggle input that goes into your mind is drilled into your mind since you were a young kid. Now, how did you grow up? Did you grow up poor? Or middle class, or even with money? Okay, this like pertains to everybody, because a lot of times from the time that we're young, we're given messages that we have to deal with things, tolerate things that we don't want to tolerate in order to get ahead. So if you were poor or middle class, maybe you were told, like, you have to work hard. You have to get good grades in school so you get into a good college so that you can make money so you could get ahead. Right? I mean, do you agree with that? That's like not even a questionable belief really to most of us. It's sort of like, yeah, that's how life is. That's what happens with our beliefs, with our thoughts. We start thinking them so much, they become beliefs in our mind that we don't even question them. We don't even question that thought. So it's the same thing that, I'm going to go back to the love life thing, is that we go back to the love life thing. We bring this mentality, this struggle, this working hard mentality to every area of our life. So just because, like, you have heard other people search online for love, that they go through dating profiles. I mean, I remember that life. It was fucking horrible. And I did it for years, that I would go through these profiles after work. I mean, I started in college when going through these dating profiles, because that's when like at first dating sites started first coming out, and I know that kind of makes me sound like old, so I sort of like hesitated in sharing that. But I'm like an OG with dating sites. So I was on there back in the day, and at first it was fun. But then this like took years that I was like going through the profiles, and I was like, this fucking sucks. You know, like you get like really focused on like who you want. Okay, no. Okay, yes, I'm reading this profile. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me contact. Then you're waiting for the person to contact you back. Oh, they don't get back to you? Oh, motherfucker, I just wasted my time on you reading your profile and sending you like a thoughtful email. And it makes you just really grouchy. So we bring this, like we have this. So, okay, let's go back to this. So just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean it's right, and doesn't mean you have to do it. Let that sink in too. Doesn't mean that that is the right way to do it. It just means that one asshole after the next is following. It's like we're just all copying one another. Not spiritual truth. That's actually not how you attract the one. That's how you look for the one. That's how you struggle to find the one. I teach people how to become magnetic, that you draw the one to you. Different mindset, different skill set, different tools, different techniques. Are a lot of people doing it? No, not really. That's why I'm spreading the work. Please share this video. Click share. Help me spread the word. Because we have, as a society, we have this addiction to struggle. So they want me to go back to childhood. So in childhood, we are constantly given these messages by our parents, and not to target our parents, but we are focusing on the parents right now. Whoever was your caregiver, we are taught by them that you have to deal with a lot of things that you don't like. Maybe you have to take out the garbage. Maybe you have to do chores. And Spirit's telling me to kind of pull it back a little bit because I don't want to like sort of trigger you guys like so much. This is just supposed to be a little intro, but you know, Blaire always wants to like get in there and just like shake it up. So we're going to pull it back. I'm going to listen to what my guys had to say. So we're given this message basically of work hard, struggle, and addiction since we're young. And I'm inviting you to this online lunch and learn that I'm doing on Wednesday to start breaking out of this programming, because whatever you're struggling with right now, whatever you're frustrated with right now, whatever you're tolerating right now, you don't need to, okay? There's ways around that. So I'm going to help you lighten your load and heal whatever thoughts that you have that are making you work in this struggle to survive addiction. I'm helping you. I'm going to start the process of helping you heal this. And I'm going to start the process of helping you manifest what you truly desire and getting it in an easier way. So if you believe that that is possible, even an ounce of you is like sort of curious, what's she talking about? Come to the workshop, okay? It's just $55. It's priced low. So you can come taste the rainbow. You can have a little flavor, a tasting of how to do this, of how an easier way of operating in this world is be. If you're ready to let go of that struggle, I am here to welcome you into this whole new world of being. And I'm going to leave it at that. My website is loveguru.net. Thank you for joining me. Please share this video to help spread the word so that others break out of this addiction to struggle. And I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.